The ocean, our planet's lifeline, absorbs nearly 1/3 of the carbon dioxide we release into the atmosphere. It's a silent guardian, buffering us from the full force of climate change. But what happens when this gift becomes a curse? As we pump more and more carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, the delicate balance of the ocean is tipping. This is the story of ocean acidification, the silent killer of marine life. Imagine a threat so insidious, so gradual, that its effects are almost imperceptible at first. This is the nature of ocean acidification. Oxygen sustains us and the ocean sustains our planet. However, when carbon dioxide from human activities like burning fossil fuels enters the ocean, it sets off a chain reaction. This CO2 reacts with seawater, a seemingly innocuous interaction, but one that forms carbonic acid. This process, this insidious transformation, lowers the pH of the water, making it more acidic. This, my friends, is ocean acidification. To understand the urgency of this situation, we must delve into the basic chemistry. Picture this. Carbon dioxide from the atmosphere dissolves into the vast expanse of our oceans. It mixes with water, and through this union, carbonic acid is born. But the transformation doesn't stop there. Carbonic acid is unstable, you see, and it breaks down further, releasing hydrogen ions and bicarbonate. These extra hydrogen ions are the troublemakers, increasing the acidity of the water, lowering its pH. Since the Industrial Revolution, the ocean's pH has dropped by about 0.1. That might not seem like much, but it represents a staggering 30% increase in acidity. The consequences of ocean acidification are far-reaching, impacting marine life in profound and often devastating ways. Coral reefs, those vibrant underwater cities teeming with life, are particularly vulnerable. Acidic waters hamper their ability to build their calcium carbonate skeletons, the very foundation of their existence. As the water becomes more acidic, these reefs weaken, crumble, and die. Shellfish, those denizens of the deep that rely on calcium carbonate for their protective shells, face a similar plight. Creatures like clams, oysters, and mussels struggle to form their shells in these increasingly acidic conditions, jeopardizing their survival and sending ripples through the delicate balance of the ecosystem. Even the smallest creatures are not immune. Plankton, those tiny marine organisms that form the base of the food chain, are also affected, and their plight has a domino effect, impacting the entire marine ecosystem. Fish behavior is also changing. Some species exposed to more acidic waters become less able to detect predators and find food, threatening their very survival. Chapter 4. The Domino Effect. The consequences of ocean acidification extend far beyond the individual creatures affected. When coral reefs and shellfish decline, it's not just marine life that suffers. Entire ecosystems are disrupted, their delicate balance irrevocably altered. Species that depend on coral reefs for food and shelter lose their habitats, their very homes. Fish populations, deprived of their natural environments and food sources, dwindle, affecting fisheries and global food security. The very livelihoods of those who depend on the ocean are threatened. Coastal communities, once protected by the natural barriers of coral reefs, lose their first line of defense against the relentless onslaught of storms and rising seas. The very fabric of our planet is under threat. Chapter 5. A Stark Reality. The effects of ocean acidification are not a distant threat. They are a stark reality, visible in every corner of our oceans. The Great Barrier Reef, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and once a vibrant tapestry of life, is crumbling under the dual stresses of warming waters and increasing acidity. Oyster farms in the Pacific Northwest, a testament to human ingenuity and our connection to the sea, struggle to survive as baby oysters fail to develop shells in the increasingly acidic waters. Pteropods, tiny sea snails that play a crucial role in marine food webs, show signs of shell dissolution, their fragile existence hanging in the balance. These are not isolated incidents, they are harbingers of a global crisis. The primary driver of ocean acidification is clear excess carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, the result of our insatiable appetite for fossil fuels. Activities like burning coal, oil, and natural gas release massive amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, disrupting the delicate balance of our planet. Deforestation, the relentless clearing of forests that act as vital carbon sinks, exacerbates the problem, leaving more carbon dioxide to accumulate in the atmosphere and ultimately dissolve into our oceans. The more carbon dioxide we emit, the more acidic our oceans become. It's a simple yet terrifying equation. The future may seem bleak, but there is still hope. While ocean acidification is a global challenge, it is not insurmountable. We can choose to act, to change course, to protect our oceans and, in turn, ourselves. Reducing our reliance on fossil fuels is paramount. We must transition to renewable energy sources like wind, solar, and hydroelectric power, embracing a cleaner, more sustainable future. Protecting our remaining marine habitats is crucial. We must establish marine protected areas, safeguarding these havens of biodiversity and giving marine life a fighting chance. Supporting sustainable fisheries is essential, promoting practices that protect marine ecosystems and ensure the long-term health of our oceans. And finally, we must raise awareness, educating others about the impact of ocean acidification and advocating for change at every level. The health of the ocean is inextricably linked to our own. Over 3 billion people rely on seafood as their primary source of protein. Coral reefs, those underwater cities, provide vital protection to coastal communities, acting as natural barriers against the fury of storms. The ocean, in its vastness, regulates our planet's climate, absorbing heat and distributing it around the globe. Ocean acidification threatens all of this, jeopardizing the delicate balance that sustains life as we know it. This is not just an environmental issue, it is a humanitarian issue, an economic issue, a matter of global security. The time to act is now, while we still have a chance to reverse the tide. Ocean acidification may be the silent killer, but we can choose to be its loudest opponents. Hope lies in action, in our collective will to change course and protect our oceans. By reducing our carbon footprint, supporting sustainable practices and raising awareness, we can mitigate the worst effects of ocean acidification and give marine life a fighting chance. By protecting our oceans, we're safeguarding the future of all life on Earth, including our own.